system properties. The system properties are like stable, causal. So just recall the properties of ROC. If ROC crosses j omega axis, if ROC crosses j omega axis, y axis is j omega axis, if ROC crosses j omega axis, then the system is stable. And if ROC is on the right hand side, for both the poles, if ROC is on the right hand side, then it is nothing but causal system. Then the system is nothing but causal system. If for both the poles ROC is towards the right hand side, then the system is causal system. Then if suppose for one pole it is right side, if for another pole it is left side, that means causal plus non-causal, overall answer will be non-causal. Non-causal plus non-causal, answer will be non-causal. So for both the poles, ROC must be towards the right hand side. If I am standing at this pole, if ROC is going towards right hand side, if I am standing on this pole, again ROC is going towards right hand side, then only the system is causal. Otherwise, system will be non-causal. If ROC crosses j omega axis, then only it is stable. For stability, you must think about this j omega axis, whether ROC is crossing j omega axis or not. If it crosses j omega axis, then it is stable. Now let's look at the question. For causal and stable system, find inverse Laplace transform of x of s equal to 3 upon s plus 2 minus 4 upon s plus 3. Also sketch ROC. So here, if you look at the question carefully, they have not mentioned the ROCs. Instead of mentioning ROC, they have mentioned the condition, causal and stable system. Okay. So first of all, locate the poles in the S-plane. So one pole is at minus 2, s plus 2 equal to 0, that means one pole is at minus 2. Another pole is at s plus 3 equal to 0, that means another pole is at minus 3. S plus 3 equal to 0, so another pole is at minus 3. Now we have to determine the inverse Laplace transform for causal and stable. So stable means it must cross the j omega axis. So ROC must start from minus 2 and it must go towards right hand side. Then it is crossing the j omega axis. Then it crosses j omega axis. Then only it will cross j omega axis, and for both the poles it is towards the right side, that means it is causal. So for both the poles, as it is towards the right hand side, so in the inverse u of t will come, in the inverse u of t will come. So answer will be x of t equal to, inverse Laplace transform answer will be 3 e raised to minus 2t u of t minus 4 e raised to minus 3t u of t. So this is the inverse Laplace transform answer. Now let's look at one more question. For stable and non-causal system, find inverse Laplace transform of x of s equal to 2 upon s minus 3 plus 3 upon s plus 1. What is the first step I told you? You first locate the poles in the S-plane. So what are the poles? S minus 3 equal to 0, that means one pole is at 3. Then another pole, s plus 1 equal to 0, that means another pole is at s equal to minus 1. Now stable means it must cross the j omega axis. So ROC must be between minus 1 and 3, then only it will cross the j omega axis. So this is the sketch of ROC. Then only it is the stable system, because it is crossing j omega axis. We have been asked to calculate the inverse for stable. Now non-causal, for this pole, as it is going towards left hand side, that means non-causal. So this is a combination of non-causal plus causal. So overall answer is non-causal. Okay. So for pole at minus 1, it is going towards right hand side. So in this u of t will come. For pole at 3, it is going towards left hand side. So in this u of minus t will come. So take inverse Laplace transform accordingly. So x of t equal to, then 2 is a constant, e raised to 3t u of minus t. Here minus, then here also minus sign will come, plus 3 times e raised to minus t u of t. So this is the inverse Laplace transform. First you locate the poles, sketch the ROC according to the condition, and then get the inverse. One more question. For stable and non-causal system, find inverse Laplace transform of x of s equal to 3 upon s minus 2 upon s minus 4. Okay. So what are the pole locations? So one pole is at s minus 2 equal to 0, that means one pole is at 2. Then another pole s minus 4 equal to 0, that means another pole is at 4. Now we have been asked stable system. So stable means it must include this j omega axis. So we have to start from 2 and it should go towards left hand side. I cannot start from 4 and go towards left hand side, because if I start from 4, it will include this pole, and ROC does not include any pole. So I have to start from 2 only. So for more clarity you can watch video number 1. Okay, now it is crossing j omega axis, so it is a stable, and as the poles, as ROC is towards the left hand side, so it is a non-causal. Now just find out the inverse. So for this pole, ROC is towards left hand side, so u of minus t will come. For this pole, as ROC is towards left hand side, so u of minus t will come. So for both the thing, u of minus t will come. Okay, so inverse Laplace transform will be x of t equal to 3 is a constant, e raised to 2t u of minus t. Here u of minus t, here minus, then here also minus. Then minus 2 e raised to 4t u of minus t. So here minus, so here also minus sign will come, and this minus minus becomes plus. So this is the correct and final answer for this question. So be careful with the plus minus sign. Here minus sign, then here also minus sign, here minus sign, here also minus sign. This minus minus becomes plus. Next question. For causal and unstable system, find inverse Laplace transform. For causal and unstable system. So first of all, locate the poles. So one pole is at 1, s minus 1 equal to 0. So one pole is at 1. Another pole s minus 2 equal to 0, that means s equal to 2. So we have been asked the causal system. So for both the poles, it must go towards the right side. I cannot start from 1, because if I start from 1, it will include this pole at 2, and it is not the property of ROC. The property of ROC is that it does not include any pole. So I must start from 2 only. Okay, so for both the poles, as it is going towards right hand side, so in the answer u of t will come. And it is an unstable system because it is not crossing this j omega axis. It is not crossing this j omega axis. Therefore, it is an unstable system. Okay, now let's find out the inverse. So x of t will be, so u of t are coming in the answer. So 2 e raised to t u of t minus 3 e raised to 2t u of t. So this is the final answer. Now let's look at one more. For given sketch of ROC, system is. For given sketch of ROC, the system is. So system is crossing this j omega axis. Therefore, it must be stable. So we are left with option A and option B. Now, for this pole, it is going towards right side. So it is a causal. For this pole, it is going towards left side. So it is a non-causal. So overall answer will be non-causal. Causal plus non-causal is non-causal. So correct answer for this question is stable and non-causal. Why stable? Because it is crossing j omega axis. And why non-causal? Because for this pole at 2, it is going towards left hand side. So overall answer is stable and non-causal. Let's look at one more question. For given sketch of ROC, the system is. Okay, so it is not crossing this j omega axis, it is not including this j omega axis, ROC is not including this j omega axis, so it is a unstable. So we are left with option B, we are left with option D. Now for both the poles, the pole at -2, for the pole at 1, it is going towards the right hand side. If I am standing at this pole, ROC is towards right hand side. If I am standing at this pole, ROC is towards right hand side, so it is a causal system. So correct answer is causal and unstable. Okay, so here the answer for this question we have determined is for the stable and causal. Now you can use the concept of your unit number 2, that for causal u of t minus alpha are causal, and for stability what you were doing, e raised to 2t u of t, same sign means unstable, and e raised to 2t u of minus t, opposite sign means stable. So this concept also you can use to verify whether you got correct answer or not. Okay, so first answer is e raised to minus 3 e raised to minus 2t u of t. So u of t, so that means it is a causal. Then stable, so here minus 2t u of t, opposite sign, that means stable, minus 3t u of t, opposite sign means stable. So the answer we got may be correct, but our concept, it is following our concept, that means it may be the correct answer. Then second, stable, so you can see here 3t plus sign and here minus sign, that means stable. Here minus t, here plus sign, so opposite sign, again opposite sign, that means it is a stable. And for non-causal, as u of minus t is there, so it is a non-causal. Now for next problem also we will check stable and non-causal. So our answer is here plus sign, here minus sign, opposite sign means stable, here plus sign, here minus sign, again opposite sign means stable. So it is nothing but stable and non-causal, because of u of minus t it is non-causal. So our answer might be correct. Then causal and unstable, so you can see here plus sign, same sign means unstable, and it is a causal, for causal u of t, that means it is a correct, it is a causal, so our answer might be correct. So this way, when you are choosing from 4 options, whenever you are choosing from 4 options, you can verify your answer also, whether the answer you got is correct or incorrect. And with this you can eliminate 2 of the options also. Now let's try to get exam questions. So question is, let h of t be the impulse response of a causal system. So given in the given question they have mentioned that the system is a causal system, so definitely in the answer u of t will come with transfer function 1 upon s plus 1. So transfer function given is 1 upon s plus 1. So pole is at -1. Okay, it is a causal system, that means it will go towards right hand side. So it is including this j omega axis. Okay, now let's look at the statement. Statement 1, the system is stable. We have to identify 2 false from the options. So statement 1 is the system is stable. So this statement is true. Now let's look at the statement 3. A non-causal system with same transfer function is stable. So this is the transfer function 1 upon s plus 1. Same transfer function means 1 upon s plus 1. Now they are saying that it is a non-causal. Non-causal means, first of all mark the pole. So pole is at -1, and they are mentioning it is a non-causal. Non-causal means it will go towards left hand side. So from -1 it is going towards left hand side. So it is not crossing j omega axis. Okay. So a non-causal system with same transfer function is stable. No, a non-causal system with same transfer function is unstable, because it is not including j omega axis. It is not including j omega axis. Okay. So statement 3 is false. Now I think you can answer this question, because if you look at the options, it is not mentioned that only S1 is true. Let's look at the option. So S1 and S3 are true, so this option is incorrect. S1, S2, S3 are true, this option is incorrect. S3, S2 and S3 are true, so this option is also incorrect, because S3 is false. What is statement 3? A non-causal system with same transfer function. So this is the transfer function, and we have plotted its ROC sketch. It is not including j omega axis, that means it is unstable. A non-causal system with transfer function 1 upon s plus 1 is unstable. So all these three, S3 is present in all three statements which are false. So our correct answer is option A. Now let's, for more understanding, I am just explaining you. We already got the answer as option A. What is statement 2? H of t plus 1 upon h of t is independent of t for t greater than 0. So when students look at this type of statement, they got, oh, what is that statement? So it is again a very simple statement. H of t plus 1 upon h of t is independent of t. Statement 2 is, according to statement 2 is, h of t plus 1 upon h of t is independent of t. That we have to check for t greater than 0. In the statement they have mentioned for t greater than 0. Okay. So let h, first read the question. Let h of the t denotes the impulse response of a causal system with transfer function s plus 1. So what will be its inverse? Causal system is mentioned. So e raised to minus t u of t. Now h of t plus 1. So how you will find out from h of t? How you will find out h of t plus 1? Just put in place of t, t plus 1. So h of t plus 1 will be e raised to power, in place of t put t plus 1, u of t plus 1. Now for t greater than 0, so u of t plus 1 is present from minus 1 to infinity. So t greater than 0 means it should be present from t greater than 0. So it will be simply u of t only, because they have mentioned t greater than 0. So t greater than 0 means we will not consider u of t plus 1, because u of t plus 1 is present from minus 1 to 0, minus 1 to infinity. So we have to exclude this portion. So our h of t plus 1 simply will be e raised to power minus of t plus 1 u of t. Okay. So this ratio is independent of t. So let's put this ratio value. So it becomes h of t plus 1 is e raised to power minus of t plus 1 into u of t upon e raised to minus t into u of t. U of t get cancel out. Okay, again u of t has amplitude 1, no doubt in that. Then e raised to minus t plus 1, this can be written as e raised to minus t dot e raised to minus 1 upon e raised to minus t. So again this e raised to minus t get cancel out. So it simply becomes e raised to minus 1 for t greater than 0. Remember this, t greater than 0. Okay, just pay attention that they have mentioned t greater than 0. That's why, so the answer is e raised to minus 1 and it is independent of t. So this statement 2 is also correct. So I have given you the idea how to find out h of t plus 1 from h of t, and they have asked the ratio. So they always put some twist, that is their speciality, but the question is not that much difficult. Okay, so statement 1 and 2 are true. Now let's look at one more GATE exam question in the year 2015. So input x of t and output y of t of a LTI system are related by the differential equation. If the system is neither causal nor stable, the impulse response of the system is. Okay, first look at the options nor stable. So nor stable, which options we can eliminate? So here option C, plus sign, minus sign, so it is a stable. Minus sign, plus sign, so opposite sign, again it is a stable. So this is a stable, so option C is eliminated. Then option D, plus minus opposite sign, that means stable. Minus plus opposite sign, that means it is a stable. So option D is also eliminated. Now option A, plus minus, that means stable, but here minus plus unstable, so overall it will be unstable, so this option we have to consider. Then plus minus stable, minus minus unstable, same sign means unstable, so this option again we have to consider. So directly by looking at the question, 50% per question is solved. You have eliminated two of the options. Now neither causal, okay, so u of minus t, u of minus t, no, it is not causal, it is non-causal, u of minus t, u of minus t, non-causal. So now we need to solve to choose the correct answer. Okay, now what is the differential equation given? Y double dash t minus y dash t minus 6y of t equal to x of t. Sometimes it may happens that from the options, three options get eliminated and you get the correct answer, and without solving question also you can mark the answer, but here we are left with two options. Now let's try. So y double dash t, so take its Laplace, so it becomes s square y of s minus y dash t, it has Laplace s y of s minus 6y of t has Laplace 6y of s equal to x of s. Okay, so it becomes y of s, you can take common, so y of s upon x of s will be our transfer function, so it comes out as 1 upon s square minus s minus 6. Now let's find out the factors. So factors comes out as 1 upon s plus 3, s minus 3 and s plus 2. You can check it, you can check the calculator, you can check the factors in the calculator. The factors are 1 upon s minus 3, s plus 2. Calculator will give you s equal to 3 and s equal to minus 2. That means s minus 3 and s plus 2 are the factors. Now use the partial fraction, a upon s minus 3 plus b upon s plus 2. So a value will be, now I will just quickly solve this, s minus 3 times 1 upon s minus 3 s plus 2. So s minus 3 cancel, we have to calculate this value at s equal to 3, so that means 1 by 5. B value is s plus 2 times 1 upon s plus 3 s plus 2, here s minus 3, sorry, s plus 2 cancel, this we have to calculate at s equal to minus 2, so it comes out as minus 1 by 5. Okay, so we got the values of a and b. So h of s is 1 by 5 s minus 3 minus 1 by 5 s plus 2. Now it is a non-causal. Again by look at the options, u of minus t, u of minus t, u of minus t, u of minus t. Both the options are u of minus t, u of minus t. Okay. So it is a non-causal and not stable. So if we look at the pole location, so one pole is at 3, one pole is at minus 2. So it should not cross the j omega axis. It is a non-causal, that means it is not on the right hand side, it is on the left hand side. So ROC was towards s less than minus 2. Okay. Then take the inverse. So it comes out as 1 by 5 e raised to 3t u of minus t. Here minus, then here also minus sign will come. Then minus 1 by 5 e raised to minus 2t u of minus t. Here minus, then here also minus, minus minus becomes plus. Now 1 by 5 minus 1 by 5 e raised to 3t. Minus 1 by 5 e raised to 3t. So correct answer is option B. Okay. This term is same in both the options. Only difference is with just one minus sign. You can see that with just one minus sign. See here, with just one minus sign, this will decide your 2 marks. Either you will get 2 marks or you can get negative marks. So you have to be very careful. So correct answer is option B. Now let's look at one more question. Again it is a 2-mark question in the year 2015. So x of t given is alpha s of t plus s of minus t, where s of t is beta e raised to minus 4t u of t. U of t is a unit step function. Okay. If bilateral Laplace transform, okay, x of s is given, we have to tell us the value of beta. It is a numerical answer type question. Okay. So s of minus t. How you will write s of minus t from s of t? So in place of t put minus t. So s of minus t will be beta e raised to power minus minus becomes plus, so 4t u of minus t. And alpha is again a constant s of t, that is s of t is already available. So take the Laplace. So x of t is alpha e raised to alpha s of t plus s of minus t. That means just put the value of s of t and s of minus t, so it becomes alpha beta e raised to power minus 4t u of t plus beta e raised to power 4t u of minus t. So this is your x of t. Okay, so take the Laplace transform. So x of s equal to alpha beta divided by s plus 4. Then now beta e raised to 4t u of minus t, it has Laplace transform minus beta upon s minus 4. बिकॉज u ऑफ माइनस टी है, यहाँ पे u ऑफ माइनस टी है, तो आंसर में भी माइनस बीटा आएगा. ओके, आई होप नाउ इट इज क्लियर. हियर माइनस u ऑफ माइनस टी इज देयर, so here also minus sign will come while taking its Laplace transform. Just go through the previous videos of inverse Laplace if you are not getting why here minus sign has come. Okay, so just simplify this. Alpha beta s minus 4 alpha beta s minus beta s minus 4 beta divided by s plus 4 s minus 4, that means s square minus 16. A plus b, a minus b is a square minus b square. So this thing is already given, 16 upon s square minus 16. This is already provided to us. So this we have to compare with 16 upon s square minus 16. So s square minus 16, s square minus 16 get cancelled out. So 16 equal to, you can take s terms together, and here it is 4 alpha beta only. When I have cross multiplied this, so it is 4 alpha beta. Okay, so alpha beta s minus beta s minus 4 alpha beta minus 4 beta. Okay, so from here take s common, so alpha beta minus beta s minus 4 alpha beta minus 4 I will take common, so alpha beta plus beta. Okay, equal to 16. Okay, so if I compare this with 0s, so what two equations I will get? So alpha beta minus beta equal to 0, and second equation is minus 4 alpha beta plus beta equal to 16. So this is equation 2. Two equations, two unknowns, you can get solid. So from equation 1, alpha beta equal to beta, so this is equation number 1. Or you can say that beta beta cancel, alpha equal to 1. So substitute alpha equal to 1 in this equation number 2, get the value of beta. So minus 4 beta plus beta equal to 16. So minus 8 beta equal to 16, beta equal to minus 2. So it is a numerical answer type. So answer for beta is minus 2. Okay, thank you.